Welcome to Channel Today in History. In today's video we will talk about the day, August 9, 1936. Jesse Owens, champion of the Berlin Olympics. Born in Danville, Alabama, in 1914, Jesse Owens was the second to last of 11 siblings from a humble family. His father was a farmer and his grandfather had been a slave. He entered the world of athletics at university, where he soon distinguished himself thanks to his excellent physical qualities. In 1935, he obtained the right to participate in the Olympic Games that would be held in Berlin the following year, with a performance that would go down in history. During the university finals, in a period of just 45 minutes, he beat 4 world records: long jump, 100 and 220 yards shallow, 91.44 and 201.17 meters respectively, and 220 yards with hurdles. With that resume, he performed in Berlin a year later. The arrival of the Nazi regime to power had affected the organization of these games with an exalted spirit of the Aryan race and of political propaganda of the National Socialist postulates. Owens managed to compete regardless of what was said on the political plane, despite his actions being a matter of debate. Since the beginning of the Games, he has established himself in the 100 meters dash, breaking the world record. A day later, he did the same in the long jump, slashed in the 200-meter dash, and finished off with the 4x100 hurdles on August 9. In the final of the long jump, he beat the German Louis Long, on whom Hitler had placed all his hopes of defeating the athlete of African origin that was already talked about in Berlin. In the qualifying round, Owens was disqualified on his first 2 attempts. The judges had direct orders to seek his elimination, while Long had broken the Olympic record on his first attempt. The German, despite being his rival, recommended that he calculate his jump a few centimeters earlier so as not to take chances, as his jump was powerful enough to be able to pass the minimum without problems. The American followed his advice, reached the final and ended up beating Long himself, which didn't stop him from congratulating him and posing with him in the podium photos. Each Owens victory was applauded and acclaimed by the more than 100,000 spectators who crammed the stadium every day. But, ironic as it may seem, while in Germany he was able to enjoy and share some privileges proper to whites, Owens remained undervalued at home because of the color of his skin. After the Games, he was forced by his federation to tour Europe to raise funds to cover the expenses of his trip to Berlin. Owens turned pro and made money from absurd competitions such as horse racing at racecourses in Miami and Havana, which earned him the nickname Ebony Antelope. He later became a dancer and ended up working with the Harlem Globetrotters. Inexplicably, the United States did not recognize his merits until his later years of life, and after his death, when he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by President Gerald Ford in 1976 and, posthumously, the Congressional Gold Medal by President George H.W. Bush. Did you like the video? In the description you will find the blog link with the full article. Give an incentive by subscribing to the channel, liking, commenting, and sharing with your friends. Hugs. Until the next.